Preservation of beauty, ancestral heritage. We all have that here in the Queen City of South, but they are also known in the dance arena, right, Ellie?
Yes, an award-winning dance group, famous not only here in the Queen City of the South, but as well as around the world. And it only points out to one dance group, the San Diego Dance Company. Good morning, Husseinians! Good morning,
Ellie.
Good morning, Ate Melba, and good morning to all those who are watching us today.
Of course, we will have a feature with the members of the San Diego Dance Company, and we will also feature the ancestral house of the Yap-Sandiego here at Parian, Cebu City.
Yes, and we will also visit the San Diego Dance Studio at Capital Site, Cebu City. We will be talking with some of their dancers and, of course, the owner himself, Val Sandiego.
And of course, they will be real. I know that our audience are really excited about it. So, take a seat and relax, enjoy our show.
So, let's go, Ate Mel.
Okay,
Without
let's
further
have
ado,
some fun.
bye-bye.
Being the oldest city in the historical country of the Philippines, Cebu is home to intricately designed ancestral houses, one of which is the Yap-Sandiego Ancestral Home located on Parian Street. During the Spanish imperialism, Parian Street was the residence of the society's creme de la creme, the most influential in Cebu City. At present, efforts are being implemented to conserve the cultural heritage that is Parian Street itself. China's merchants constructed the Yap-Sandiego Ancestral Home in Cebu in the 1600s. It features a strong coral stone foundation, a wood-paneled second story, and a Spanish-styled roof. What used to be home to the affluent that was passed on from family to family is now a museum of great antique finds. Try to preserve this kanang stuffs.
Actually, it's not a problem about Val, since Val and the former owner, the current owner, is what we call antique lover. So he loved to keep all of the materials that he could gather, starting from his ancestors. Since actually Val is still the descendant of of this house. So actually Val is on the 8th generation already. So all of the materials is a series of collection, starting from the first or original owner of the house and up to him.
Charging a conservation fee of 50 pesos for per visitor. The custodians of the Yap-Sandiego Ancestral Home do a great job of preserving artifacts from the very distant past. It is truly romantic experience going inside the house and viewing religious images, dining apparatus, and other home ornaments that once belonged to the untouchables of the Queen City of the South. Wow, Ellie, I am really amazed with the Yap-Sandiego Ancestral House.
That's right. You know, it's so amazing that despite the urbanization, they have preserved that house there, right, Ate Melva?
Yes, you're right, Ellie. So, if our audience have been excited watching that, well, the next segment that we will have featuring the San Diego Dance Company is another thrilling and exciting. Just imagine young dancers being trained to be competitive locally and internationally.
And it's actually history in the making. The San Diego Dance Troupe has been very much in the limelight during the Sinulog Day street dancing. Through the years, the dance studio has created a name for itself as one with a troupe that can be counted on for various needs of the community. Val and his wife Ofelia Zazobrado continues the tradition of enriching the cultural fabric here in Cebu.
Actually, one thing that differs from other dance troupe that actually it started from, it's a family-based dance troupe, and it was started by my mom way back in 1947 in Karkar, Cebu. And actually it's like from my mom, it was handed down to my sister, then she migrated to the States, then handed down to my brother. Eventually I'm the seventh in the family, and there was no one, I think, that can, because everybody was outside of the country. Then eventually I was the one who took over the legacy of my mom. If not for the legacy which she started, then I could have been elsewhere in this, I could have been back in the States. But for me, it was really something that I would really continue, because she started everything, most particular in the field of dance, because she was once the dean of the PE department of the University of San Carlos, and she was the one who founded the USC dance troupe. And for me, it's very sayang that we have to end up everything. And for me, it's just I want to continue the legacy of my mother.
Sir, what is the prestigious award that you've received since?
Prestigious award, we were awarded as valuable Filipino. It was a Perlas awardee way back in 1987 or 1992. Perlas awardee for valuable Filipino in contribution to the field of arts and culture.
He said their dancing is a form of prayer and sacrifice to the child Jesus. He credits this for the many miracles that happened to his family and his dancers. Sandiego believes that the Santo Niño was working his miracles through the dances they offered to him. For this year's Sinulog, Sandiego hopes their dancing would give him and his family good health and blessings for the succeeding year.
Behind the dance group success is that, for me, most dance troupe are school-based, and we are family-based. Me and my wife and most of my, not most, all of my children are dancing with us. And aside from my children, those dancers who used to dance with us throughout these years, we consider them as a family. And we usually, our camaraderie, our affection to each other goes beyond dancing. So if you have problems aside from dancing matters, they call the dance studio as a second home. And proof to this has been, we've been sponsors. My dancers been married. Then there are a lot of dancers married, and they always look to us as second parents. And that's one thing that's different from the rest of the dance troupe, because we're more family-based. And we consider ourselves as like what we impart in our family, we share it usually to our dancers. So it's like our success in our family is what matters to us, rather than what we're trying to really reach out to them, that you have to start a good family to be successful in life.
Wow! So Ate Melva, are you ready to dance now?
Well, I'm ready to dance, Ali. Di may kumayo mo sayo, pero okay ra. As long as we enjoyed having this documentation. And of course, Mr. Leo Barron, if you are watching, please, we are begging for a flat one.
Yes! No, we've really enjoyed and we've learned a lot, so it's worthwhile. It's a worthwhile experience.
Okay, so we would like to extend our gratitude to Philip, our director, and Tinette, Rukisli, and Janessa for the utmost participation, because without them, there will be nothing and we will be nothing here. Sure.
And that's the end of our show.
Thank you so much, and adelante.